One thing you never get to see is how pretty it is in the morning, because it's too dark to film. But I thought maybe I could capture a little bit of this today. Hi there. Our adventure today is going to take us from Vernon Hills to somewhere outside of Deerfield to a natural area or a preserve area. It's going to be a little less than 10 trail miles there, so a little less than 20 miles for us total. Oh, we realized this morning that we've actually done 100 miles on the trail so far. So we've done probably close to 110 miles, both counterclockwise and clockwise. So it's about 50 trail miles, or 60 trail miles, and 110 total miles back and forth. So that's pretty awesome. We didn't even realize it yesterday. So we are a quarter of the way through the whole thing. As you're walking along, you'll start noticing things like the way the different barks are and the way the different trees look. And it's kind of cool. You can start seeing the world in a different way. So here's the shaggy hickory. And it kind of stands up by the trees because it looks like the bark is peeling off in a weird way. It kind of feels like we're in a farm area. I don't know if you can see, but there's bees and looks very, very rural.
Gotta be a horse over there somewhere.
Gotta be a horse over there somewhere.
There's a chicken coop right there.
Yeah. Also a little bit of elevation.
That's right. I actually looked at the cross section today. Today is the hilliest part of the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. I'm gonna go look at that sign. Village of Mattawa, Tyndall Trail. Oh, very, very pretty sign. So Joe and I were just talking about how it feels more like you're out in the country here, or more rural. I'm not sure what makes it like that.
It doesn't feel like a park.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bench.
It feels like feels less like a park, more like going out in the woods. Yeah, but that feels, you know, it feels like a ski trail in Wisconsin or something.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like a ski trail in Wisconsin.
I did read something last night that pointed out that this landscape right here that we're seeing is actually what it's supposed to look like when it's properly fire managed. When they burn it, this is what it looks like. So it's open, more open like that.
All right, we are turning off of the Des Plaines River Trail. We've been on the Des Plaines River Trail for almost the whole time. Not quite since we started Imperial Oak, but almost. Now we are going into the Old School Forest Preserve, and we will be eventually going next to the Chicago River. But it does seem strange to be leaving the Des Plaines River Trail. Oh, they have electrical outlets. No camping though.
No hiker trash.
No hiker trash. We are on a different kind of trail right now. We are going under I-94 at Buckley Road. Again, the outer loop delivers in providing unusual and distinctively different types of trails.
Very diplomatic. Buckley's in 2 miles.
Oh, so we don't know where we are. That's okay though.
That's pretty normal.
That's true. Somewhere on a trail. Going some way. Oh my goodness. So I'm at a place called Lamb's Farm. I don't know if you can see the sign. But one of my colleagues brought me brownies from here one time, and they were absolutely delicious. And I learned that the farms are actually a place for people who have disabilities where they can have jobs and do work and do nice things. I don't know what kind of disabilities or anything else about it, except that the brownies were so phenomenal and I wanted to get them again. So now I know where to get them. All right, so now we are walking across the street from the North Shore Adult Diapers building. That is a really big building for adult diapers. Oh my goodness, we just saw the North Shore Distillery too. Huh. So, yeah, interesting. That's where they make aquavit, we think, maybe. I wish it was not COVID times. Maybe I'd have a drink. There's the interstate.
7:30 in the morning. You know what sounds like a good idea? Some booze.
Don't be so judgy. All right, so we just turned south, and that is the farthest north we're gonna go on this trail.
We have about, I think it's maybe 5 or 6 miles east before then we are just going south.
But it does feel like we've actually, we're actually making distance.
Okay.
Hey, I just wanted to mention that we're by a lot of birch right now. If you see the birch behind me, it's so pretty. I love the way it like shines in the winter morning sunlight. So the birch are the white trees that also have regular bark that kind of peels off of them at some point. And this is what the path life looks like this morning. We're probably getting close to our turnaround. We're doing a little bit less today than the last few days. All right, we are in the Middlefork Forest Preserve natural area. Oh, Savanah. Middlefork Savanah Forest Preserve. Are we going the right way?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh look, a great journey starts here at the Chicago River. Oh, are we at the Chicago River? Ah, that's gonna be pretty awesome. We're gonna see this here all the way downtown. So a second ago I asked Joe, I was like, hey, are we going the right way? He was like, yeah, of course we're going the right way. Then
We went the wrong way.
I had to walk more steps.
Dun dun dun!
Lots of different terrain today. Had crushed limestone, a little bit of dirt path, bike path, and now a grass path. All right, so we have done our turnaround. We are heading back now. We actually were just here. We were doing a different loop this way because it's just so we can see the whole thing. The Savanah is quite lovely. I'd like to come back here in the summer or in the spring when the flowers are in bloom, because I bet it's quite beautiful. And there's lots of interesting birds, and quite interesting. Did not expect this. So if you're thinking about doing this trail or doing parts of it, this would be an interesting place to check out. It's the Middlefork Savanah Forest Preserve. There's Joe. And the path. In anticipation of smelling the bakery, we might stop and actually get something. We're thinking about it. Well, it didn't work out this time. We stopped by and we saw the baked items, but there was nobody in, and we didn't think that we should stay for more than a second or so, so we left. But next time maybe we'll see if we can make it happen. Hi there.
Hey, what did that guy say?
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. Oh, right, it's like Fat Albert. We are approaching the car, which is in Vernon Hills. We've completed, I don't know, 17 miles or something like that. We're slacking today. Slackers. We walked from Vernon Hills to Middlefork Savanah. Very cool. So if you look at a map, though, of the whole thing, we actually have done a chunk of it now. I think we've actually done just over a quarter. So 55 miles or so. And 100 total miles, because of course we're doing it twice at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Clockwise and then counterclockwise.
Yeah.
Or out and back.
So that's it. We're about back. It's a beautiful day. We're gonna go grab ourselves some lunch at Taco Bell and head home. We'll see you next time out on the trail.
We are almost to the car. It's still there. Yay! We just went under the highway and are going over the bridge, over the Des Plaines River to our car.